Hello, I'm Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. This is episode 23 of Freighter Investigator. I'm hoping the price has gone back down. Okay, good. Yesterday, for some reason, it started at 10 million units. I was afraid that there was a bug that was keeping the increased price where it was and not going back down. Thankfully, it's back down to 5 million today. Oh my gosh. I get so much projectile ammo when I do these dungeons. It's crazy. Hi, Jeff Parker. It's going well. Decided to get in and do the dungeons today. I'm really happy that the first dungeon only cost 5 million today. Not that I'm hurting financially in game. I'm gonna call my ship again. The freighter. So we gotta warp first. What's my freighter's fuel doing? Cool, still at 40%. My warp efficiency is 1.0 right now. That's cool. Does that mean warping costs 10%? Let's find out. I'm at 40% warp fuel right now. Let's see how much it consumes. Yeah, I figured I was just about at maximum. Okay. Right, let's see. Oh, consumed 7%. That's weird. So 1.0 fuel efficiency takes 7%. That's weird. I expected it to be 10%, but oh well. Right, a nice non-saturated star system. Last one was very orange. This one is kind of looks like normal space. Whoa. Don't remember ever seeing one that had this many floating rectangles all around it. I mean, there's always some debris, but I don't know, it seemed like this one has a lot more of those panels, but whatever. I've completely run out of dioxite, but I have plenty of stuff to make the batteries for my cold protection, so don't need to worry about it. Ooh, nice. Starting with a hangar room, but there's no ship in this one. So maybe it's not a hangar, maybe it's just a big storage room. Yeah, high ceilinged rooms are pretty rare except for the final engineering room. That's pretty cool. Kind of thinking, is there really room for this room to be here? I guess you do kind of go down a ramp when you enter the dungeon, so I guess it's possible for this to be here. Don't know how the ceiling could be so high if we were basically on the level of the... You know, there's like nothing in here though. Whoa, wait a second. Ooh, there's two doorways. This must be the dead end, I bet. Pretty neat layout here. I like this. Hope I get the last two base building parts today, so we get that completed. Abnormally high... Oh, this is a murder mystery. Backup... So he was in backup generator control. 3 others present. And abnormally high internal temperature. Maybe he got electrocuted? It would probably say, because it says generator control, probably say if there was an electric current running through his body, not just increased internal temperature. Whoa! I didn't know dead end rooms could have higher ceiling. That's cool. That's a very rare configuration. There's also nothing in there, which is sad. This is going to be a unique dungeon, I guess. See what type this is going to be. I got 2 jellyfish ones yesterday. Is this another jellyfish? Oh, nope, this is security, technological, whatever you want to call it. Cool. So we got drones and probably turrets. Oop, I missed one. Cool, I haven't got a security one in a while. Oh, here's more drones. Drones are kind of hard to notice. They blend in really well with the environment, the internals of the ship. Just gotta look for movement. I said I'm not going to read these ones again. It always ends in severe hull damage. Oh yeah, today's the first day that I don't have any more colors to buy. Whoa, floating chair? It'd be so funny if you could spin or sit in a floating chair. That would be messed up. Wow, I've never seen a floating chair. There's a lot of unusual stuff in this one. Oh, missed a log. I think. Yep. Collapsed crew member specialist engineering notified. Overpowering stench. Watch officer alerted. You don't call it watch officer when there's a stench. You call maintenance. Gravitational anomaly in officer's mess. Sterilization procedure. What? These make no sense. They're obviously not what happened and the outcome seem to be, not connected. He just did a whole bunch of different phrases and it just mixes and matches them together. Because a lot of these will be like an intruder came in and they called maintenance for that. And then gravitational anomaly and they called sterilization for that. It makes no sense. Unless sterilization sterilizes spatial anomalies, which doesn't make sense. But yeah, it just mixes and matches different phrases that he wrote. Let's see, no turrets yet. Whoa, wow. How did they see me from so far away? That was weird. Apparently they have super long range of sight. What's the term? There's probably more out there, but I'm gonna grab boxes first. Line of sight. That's what I was looking for. They have a really long line of sight, I guess. Or they just randomly attack me. Or something, I don't know. Come on. I want another base part. Be nice to finally finish that. Yay! I was just complaining about it. Of course, it's one of the pieces well, it means the only piece left is the one I really want, which is the specimen jar, or specimen tank, whatever it's called. But yeah, I only have one left now. So we got the other type of crate. Now I just have the specimen tube, or whatever it's called. Marked for deletion. We got it! Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Internal life signs indistinct. A sinister experimental tube. Recovered from the wreckage of a derelict freighter. Awesome. Oh no! It requires larval core. I'm gonna have to save all my larval cores. Darn it, I need that for nanites, but Yeah, definitely gonna... In fact, I might even go do some abandoned buildings to get more larval cores. Thanks. Yep. Thanks, Romar. Yay, we did it. I got the final base building part. Awesome. Pretty sure that's all of them. Cool. So we finished getting all the freighter colors and the base building parts. But I still need to max out my freighter inventory and get more better upgrades. Procedural upgrades for my freighter. Those are my main goals that I have left in this series. Should take till the end of the month to finish those, even doing 2 dungeons a day. And by the way, hi Rormar. Yeah, I came up just as you posted. Yeah, that kind of proved it, that I was complaining or talking about wanting to get the rest of the base parts, and then I got both base parts. It's so funny how when I talk about it, it usually seems to make it happen. I don't know, obviously it's got to just be a coincidence. You talking doesn't cause things to happen like that, but still makes you wonder. Maybe we are living in a simulation and what we talk about affects reality somehow. I'm just being silly. Okay, let's read through this real quick. Skip through it, rather. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Wish they would have done something a little more interesting with this than just listing stuff. Oh well. Oh my gosh. This is a huge room. There's so many boxes. Oh my gosh. What? This room is gigantic. I thought I got all the lockers. This is crazy. I love this room. There's so much loot in it. They don't respawn, do they? I don't think so. I know they respawn in multiplayer so that each player gets loot out of each box. But, man, this room is way bigger than I thought it was. Oh, I see. I got half of those lockers, but I didn't get the other half. There's another box over there. Anything still on this side? Let's double check. That's the way forward. Really? There must be a ladder in there because the opposite side has stuff too. So either it turns and goes, or maybe the next room is right behind this wall. This is the way I came from. Huh. This dungeon is very unique. I've found very interesting things here. Ooh, cool. I got an S-rank blaze javelin. I don't need it, but it'll be a bunch of nanites to sell. Okay, so there's the dead end. Let's go ahead and go that way. Okay, here we go. Pretty normal dead end this time. I love how extremely varied the layouts are. This is starting to make me think that. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Sam Swain. So most people in the No Man's Sky community at this point have heard of Sam Swain. It was quite a few years ago, like maybe 2 years ago, that people claimed he had been hired by Hello Games based on his LinkedIn account. And I personally have always thought that it was a rumor, that people were getting overexcited about that or something, and I personally didn't feel there was enough proof that Sam Swain was even hired by it. And people keep citing Sam Swain and saying that, oh, they're going to add city planets, so on and so forth. Because Sam Swain is this guy that created a procedural generation program called Appearance that can generate cities and dungeons. So the highly varied nature of these dungeons makes me think that maybe Sam Swain is involved. It's the first time I've ever thought that. I've often thought that it was just rumor mongering and that he wasn't really hired by Hello Games, but they've done such a good job with making completely different layouts for every single dungeon. I'm starting to think that Sam Swain's appearance system did help with creating this procedural dungeon. Yep, I knew it'd be a ladder, or the rooms would start to run into each other. So yeah, this is the first time I've really thought that maybe Sam Swain is involved, based on how cool these dungeons are. Because I've looked at his stuff on his website about the appearance system, showing how it creates dungeons. He had an example video of it generating, like, you know, medieval style dungeons and stuff. And that makes me think they did do something like that for this. Conclusion 16, 16, 16, 16. No Man's Sky is such a cool combination of different things. Procedural generation and the writing and visuals. It's really cool how Hello Games is a really talented indie group that all bring their own special talents. Their art talents, their procedural generating talents, and now Greg Buchanan's writing, which is pretty good. I have some criticisms of his writing. It's been a bit repetitive in the weekly missions lately. He's starting to repeat some things he's said in Atlas Rises, and yeah, like, for instance, at the end of last week's weekly event, somebody commented on one of my videos saying that I didn't say anything about what happened at the end. They said that it was some kind of clue, but the reason I didn't say anything about it is because it was just a repeat of things he said before. What it said at the end of the mission was basically that the dead traveler's grave gave back a null value, and that was just a reference to Null from the Atlas Rises storyline. And then it said, I feel like I'm being watched, which, one, I feel like I'm being watched is an incredibly cliche thing that hundreds of books and games and stuff and movies and TV shows used. Feeling like you're being watched is not any kind of an interesting clue or anything. And then two, he's used that before. He used, I feel like I'm being watched on the monolith part of the vehicle quests, the exocraft vehicle quests. So he was pretty much just making a reference to Atlas Rises, which I guess I'm supposed to get excited every time he makes some reference to things that happen in a past storyline. And also he used the very cliche, I feel like I'm being watched line that he's used before. So I got a little miffed with the person commenting that. I was like, I'm supposed to be impressed by this actually rather poor writing that he did in this part. It's not a clue about anything. It's just an example of a time when his writing was actually pretty poor. I don't mean to sound really negative or anything, but I am critical at times, even though some of his writing is really good. He's not perfect, and some of his writing isn't that great. But anyway, I'll get off that rant. Let's see if the captain's log is at all interesting today. I'm sure it's one I've read before. I think there was 10 or less different captain's logs. But I do enjoy a lot of Greg Buchanan's writing. We told the Vy'keen of our purpose. All synthetic life... Yeah. Yeah, so this is a Korvac saying that. They told the Viking their purpose, that all synthetic life must be protected. This they know, they let us pass. We have arrived at the origin point. Biological entities swarm this world. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the one that makes reference to towers. We performed our dissections. A heart is required for the hologram to live on. Huh. So I guess that's Korvax, although I guess it could be travelers. There's no proof in that it was Korvax talking. It could be travelers. Cool. It's a little sad now that I don't have any more base building parts to get, but oh well. I hope they add more. I hope they add like some of the rare assets that I found in some of the labs, some of the big like cryogenic tube and that like little room that I found yesterday, and also just, you know, the hallways, the new styles of hallways and stuff that we could build in our freighter. A few logs specifically talk of travelers, so we are causing some of the mayhem. Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. It was travelers that experimented on sentinels in the original... Actually, I'm trying to remember. I think it was the original abandoned building lore that talked about... I say original because there was a second new set of abandoned building lore that was added like in the next, or maybe Atlas Rises update, somewhere around there, that Greg Buchanan added. There was the original abandoned building lore that was added by some other writer. There's a video on Hello Games or No Man's Sky's website that talks about the original writer who did famous writing in other games, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, the original abandoned building lore, I'm pretty sure, also talks about travelers experiment. Well, it doesn't actually say travelers either. That log entry, I don't think, says it was about travelers, but it sounds like it. And then later, Null made references to it, and Null is a traveler, and he said he had experimented on sentinels. But anyway, the original lore entry in abandoned building lore talks about catching and experimenting on sentinels, that like the sentinels screamed the first time they were cut open, and then some kind of warp occurred where the people experimenting were fused with the sentinels, which makes it seem very likely that that is Null, because Null is a in the Atlas Rises storyline, Null is a artificial traveler. He's got a weird electric ball for a head, which there's been new references to that in like the weekly missions. There was one storyline that talked about travelers whose heads got turned into electric balls and stuff. So, yeah, there's definitely something there. They keep mentioning about travelers experimenting on sentinels and then fusing with them and becoming some other kind of being. So, oh, you know what would be really cool if there ended up being a traveler war. So rather than us ever fighting Korvax, Viking, or Gek, if evil travelers suddenly became enemies in the game. They've never given us humanoid enemies. There's... Sentinels aren't humanoid, unless you count the walkers. That's not really. That's, you know, just a machine on two legs. And there's predators sometimes on two legs, but nothing truly humanoid. So I don't know if it's that Hello Games doesn't want to have any humanoid enemies, which is weird because when the new ESRB, man, I'm really going off on tangents right now. But anyway, oh, that is not what I should have done. I should have done life support. When the new ESRB rating came out for, I believe, the Beyond update, they had to re-rate it because it was... Wait, no, the next update, because it came out on Xbox. So the ESRB had to rate it again. And in that ESRB rating, it talked about combat with, like, human-like enemies or humanoid enemies. But that never ended up happening. We never did have... except multiplayer. Yeah, when they added multiplayer in the next update, they added that in. So since PvP is technically possible, I think that's what it was referring to. It was saying that since we can shoot at each other, if you leave on the ability to hurt each other, it is possible to fight other players. But anyway, getting back to my original point, it would be cool if they made NPC travelers that were enemies. But they've never allowed humanoid NPCs to be our enemies. Even if there is a place where you can see an NPC and it's possible to fire your multi-tool near there, they've made it so that if you point your multi-tool at an NPC, you can't fire it. It prevents you from even trying to fire your multi-tool at a humanoid NPC. So it seems like Hello Games, for whatever reason, don't want there to be any ability to kill humanoid NPCs, even though it's possible to kill humanoid players. But it would be cool if there were, like, evil travelers that became an enemy in the game. But I don't think they'll do that. I wish they would, though. Like evil sentinel corrupted travelers that were fused with sentinels or whatever. Which I think basically is what Null is, or was. I mean, Null didn't necessarily die in the Atlas Rises storyline, but there's a point where he, like, gets really mad at you and tries to prevent you from resetting the universe, and I guess it's implied that Null died if and when you reset the universe at the end of the Atlas Rises storyline. Anyway, I'm wearing myself out talking. All that from Rormar saying one line about there being bad travelers. I do like to rant about lore sometimes, don't I? I am pretty excited about the next update we get. I hope it's really good. Probably won't be that big, but I feel like it's probably going to be significant. Mainly because the weekly mission storylines are leading up to something. So, yeah. My exosuit's just about full, but it should automatically go into cargo. This is a weirdly shaped engineering room. Curfew breach. 86 days for curfew breach? Sheesh. Some of these punishments are so over the top. I mean, I guess in a military setup you have to punish any kind of insubordination strongly. Ooh, I like the audio ones. We're off the map now. The stars have all changed. Why is no one answering? Why? Trapped in here now. At least there's enough. Cool. I like those audio ones. Even after all this time, I still find unique entries. I mean, I know each little section of text mixes and matches, but there were phrases in there that I've never seen before. Anyway, time to get the bulkhead. Worries me that I don't have space. Wonder if I should put something in my... just to be sure. Hey, can I... actually... I'm gonna make more hyperwarper cores. I guess I'm just gonna keep making them forever. I'm probably never gonna use this many unless I decide to go to the center of the galaxy. Which I might, we'll see. Once I get my freighter warp really high. Bulkhead. Yeah. Cool. We got everything done. That was a pretty good one. There was a lot of loot in there. And very unique building shapes. It was kind of weird. All right. Nice, I got 2 S-rank modules. That'll sell for a nice amount of nanites. I gotta make sure I didn't get a whole lot of larval cores. I might go find an abandoned building and do that. Let's see, did I get any hadal cores? Yeah. The fact that they use larval cores to make the tubes, that definitely seems that the little biological horrors and the big ones are actually the same species. Even though the little ones grow in nests, but maybe the eggs that grow on outside abandoned buildings are, you know, inside the nests. Like there's eggs inside the nest that we can't see, and then they hatch as soon as we shoot them. Or maybe the nests are... maybe the reason the babies don't come out of the eggs is because the eggs haven't been incubated in a nest yet. Like the eggs have been laid and the adults would later put the eggs into nests so that they can hatch. I don't know, I'm just reaching here. But it does seem as though... except for the fact that the babies only have one eye. Maybe they grow more eyes later. But they're probably the same species. Or maybe they're different mutations of each other. Oh, nope, that says donate. I want more nanites, even though I don't need colors anymore, so that I can upgrade my ship. Finally. I know to go ahead and go to the other side because it'll be donate for the next one on that guy. Yeah, I think I'll do some abandoned buildings today in order to build the rest of the tubes in my base. Don't know where to put the crates though. The tubes are definitely going to go on the shelves. I don't know where to put the other crates. I'll figure it out. Don't sell the larval cores. Don't sell the bulkhead. Sorry about all the background noise if you can hear it. They're doing yard work around here. Lawnmower and weed eater and stuff. There we go. Cool. I need a total of 10 larval cores. Maybe I should just go ahead and go do that before I go to my... Yeah, it'll be pretty easy to find abandoned buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and go get some more larval cores. I just need 6 more. See, what time of planet is this? Cool, that'll work. Definitely be abandoned buildings there. So, nice thing is I have the thing in my freighter that lets you summon your vehicles. So, yeah, I'll just summon one of my vehicles and search for an abandoned building with it. No, this one has the ability to search for abandoned buildings. Yeah. Nice. Bad thing, though, I discovered is... well, I don't know if it's bad per se. Let me show you real quick. I recently tried searching for monoliths with this, and although they can locate monoliths, it's no longer reliable because it no longer says monoliths, it says scan for alien structures. So I think it can find plaques, but it also can just find knowledge stones. Like sometimes when you search for alien structures, it'll just locate a knowledge stone a few feet away. So yeah, it's not a very reliable way of finding monoliths anymore. I think they want you to use the charts that you buy with navigation data and space stations. I think those locate monoliths more reliably. But at least they find abandoned buildings. Well, still. Where's the landing pad? Oh yeah, there's no landing pads at abandoned buildings, I forgot. Huh? Oh. The creatures are kind of not working. Oh no, is their pathing messed up now? I think they messed up the normal biological horrors when they added the little ones. So now their AI is messed up. That's interesting. Huh. That's probably a bug we should report. Except that it makes it a lot easier to steal the eggs. Let's see, do I have 10 yet? Oh yeah, I'm over 10. Cool. Well, that was easy. I think I'll grab some more because I can get nanites. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the eggs here. Oh darn, where'd the larval core go? Phooey. Dang it, they're disappearing into the grass. That's no good. There's not supposed to be grass here. Oh well. Well, this is cool. It's a bad bug, but makes it way easier to collect larval cores. Has anybody else experienced this? Did I just get lucky, or is everything bugged like this now? Huh. Well, this would be a really good way to get nanites. Each larval core gives 50 nanites. This would be a really fast way to get nanites, you know? Now that, of course, I don't like exploits that give you extra. This doesn't really feel like an exploit, but it's a bug. I'm basically exploiting a bug that messed up the alien AI, biological horror AI. So I'm not going to do this a whole bunch, but I'm going to go ahead and collect these larval cores. Because why not? I need the nanites. Well, that is really weird. Nobody else has experienced this. I should also just do the thingy to get nanites as well. I like that line. One of such infinite knowledge and interstellar power that even after their extinction, their tools remain for us to pore over, like an infant confronted with a fusion reactor. Wish I could remember who wrote the original abandoned building lore, because it's pretty good too. Pretty sure it's not Greg Buchanan. I believe the Pathfinder update was the first time Greg Buchanan wrote for Hello Games. The swarm subsided. Guess because I was in the building long enough. Don't know why I'm collecting all these. I guess because I'm used to collecting everything in derelict freighters. Yeah, it's pretty sweet that they basically made giant abandoned buildings in space in derelict freighters. There's the annoying whip plants that you can never kill in here. Yeah, I really wish they would make it... We can use these now! Nice! But it doesn't seem to be killing the whip plant. Well, that's annoying. I can use my weapon, but I can't kill the whip plant. It's indestructible. Oh well, at least I can finally use my weapon inside there. What? It said swarm subsiding, but they're still there. That is really bugged. Okay, I'm gonna hope I don't crash my game doing this. Actually, let's save real quick in case I do. I'm gonna kill the... Man, there's so many of them. I'm just gonna kill them to see... Man, that is really messed up. They're gonna have to fix the AI for those, unless I just bugged it myself somehow and it doesn't usually do that. Wish someone could tell me if that is a normal thing currently. I'm gonna mention that on Atlas CSD, see if they have experienced that. Okay. Yes, let's go to my freighter. I can build the... Whoa, that came on fast. Build the new tubes I got. Yay. Oh no. My frigates were taking a little while to load in. They were just simple geometric shapes. Whoa, I'm underneath my freighter. Whoops. Here we go. I haven't seen that, but it's been a few weeks since I triggered old Rev Bio horrors. Yeah, it may be a bug since the last bug fix we had. So I'll probably make a new thread about it on Atlas CSD and ask them if they've done that recently and if it's a new problem. And I'll also report it on, Hello Games' bug reporting thing. This is supposed to be in my freighter. Alright, let's go ahead and do the bulkhead. Cool. And I want to go ahead and do the base building before I do the I hate it when words escape me. Oops. Debrief of my frigates. Here we go. Oh no, it doesn't fit. What? Okay, it does fit some places. Just not on the bottom shelf. So I'm going to have to change stuff so that it's always on the top shelf. Okay, I can live with that. Cool. Yeah, you can't interact with them, which makes sense. If you could interact with them, they'd just explode. And that wouldn't be good. I don't think I like it there. I'll put it forward a little more. It looks like it's clipping through the... It is. It's clipping through the shelf. Darn it. Okay, I will put it back after all. So it looks better like that. Okay. Alright, so it can't be on the bottom shelf. So we'll move the briefcase this time. There we go. Good. This one I don't have to move anything. I like how this room has basically become a trophy room of my derelict freighter exploration. It's going to be interesting if they add more base parts, though. I'll probably have to add a... Oh, darn. Probably have to add a second room. Oops, yeah. For new stuff, if they do add any new base building parts from derelict freighters. For this one, we move the briefcase. Cool. They make noise. You can hear it like bubbling or something. That's pretty cool. Adds some ambient noise in addition to the appearance, which is really cool. My own crazy science lab or something. It's more like a, you know, storage, cargo storage with some crazy science stuff being transported, I guess. Anyway, cool. And then we have the new type of crate. No, this is the old one. This is the new one. So I need to figure out where I want to put the crates. Yeah, I think I'll put them next to all of these. So I'm going to be building a whole bunch of them. Probably not here, because it's got other stuff in between. This... whatever. So probably only on these ones. Yeah. Oops. I like these storage crates, so I'm going to build a lot of them. Unlike the ones I put next to the lockers, the dumb orange ones. I like the blue ones better because they're actual loot crates that you get in freighters. Well, the orange ones are just fake crates that you can't get anything out of. Yeah, the briefcases are called secure crates, or secure something, but they're not secure because you can open them easily. But the orange crates are basically the secure ones that you actually can't open. So the orange one should have been called secure. This is called a crew footlocker. That's cool. Be cool if they actually could store stuff, but we have other storage for that. But it would be a cooler way for storage to look. Hope I don't start having too many objects. Well, this is the last thing I have to build, so as long as this doesn't max out or lag out my base, then we're good, at least until they add more stuff, if they do, to the derelict freighter items. There we go. My trophy room of my derelict freighter adventures is complete. Yay. Nice. What? Why does it say there's an admiral down there? Oh no. Did the admiral of my freighter get misplaced? That's weird that it says he's down there. No, he's here. So the icon for, yeah, Admiral Amula. Oh, that's somebody else. Admiral, oh, so it must be another freighter. So is there another freighter below mine? That's weird. Huh, oh well. Hi Trevor. Hi, it's me. How you get them things? I never seen that. It was added in the most recent patch that we got, and you get them just by doing derelict freighters. So every time you, it's only with the blue crates Anytime you open one of these blue crates in a derelict freighter, you have a chance to obtain the blueprint for one of these base parts. So yeah, all of this stuff is from the derelict freighters, and there's 14 different items, and doing derelict freighters, you should eventually get them, as long as you open all the blue crates. But it's just a chance, it's not guaranteed or anything, but most of the time I got at least one base part per dungeon. Sometimes not, but usually I got a base part, so it's pretty easy to get them all. This is another thing, the bench, the useless bench that you can't sit on, unfortunately. But anyway, okay, time to debrief my frigates. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I want, which is a Quicksilver item. So I need to get Quicksilver and put in the little drone thing. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll get Quicksilver off camera, and then maybe next time I'll buy that little drone with Quicksilver and build it here. That would be cool. I forget, I'm pretty sure it's a high cost one, so it actually may take me several days. What am I doing? It'll probably take me several days to get enough Quicksilver, because I'm mostly out of Quicksilver right now. But I'll get enough Quicksilver for that drone, and we can put it in there, so it'll make it look more like a derelict freighter. Units, antimatter, units, that's it. Not much from that. Some of these don't seem worth what you get. Oh, okay, I got a whole bunch of... Okay, so I guess the main reward from that was all the... Oh, I need to... turn all the larval cores to nanites. Okay. Units, Viking effigy, units, Gek relic. There's a drone. Yeah, it's a Quicksilver item we got back in the next era. Yeah. It's a pretty old Quicksilver item at this point. It was in the original set of Quicksilver items. It's one of those little drones that you see in the center of enriched carbon, fusion accelerant, units. I'll show you real quick. I'm pretty sure it's still there. Yeah, this guy. This little drone, who also is now an enemy in derelict freighters. But, yeah, you can get a thing for building this little drone, and he floats around and stuff. So since the drones are enemies now in derelict freighters, I'm going to add that drone to my derelict freighter trophy collection. I guess I'll call it that. Vortex cube, units, sac venom, units. There's a drone in there I've never seen in my freighter. No, that drone is in every freighter. It's always been in the freighters ever since the Foundation update when drones were added. That drone has always been floating around that hologram. Units, storage augmentation, units, 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 activated copper, units, units, Corvus convergence cube, units. Go check your freighter. I can pretty much guarantee that it's there unless you've got some kind of weird bug on another platform or something. But yeah, it's always been there. So I don't... Ooh, storage augmentation. Keep that. And keep the antimatter. Cool. Really, all I've seen in there was the universe thingy. No, the drone has always been floating around the globe. Like I said, unless you've got some kind of bug. I remember seeing him there when freighters were first added. I thought it was really cool. And freighter. Oh darn, I should have read the description for Viking effigy. I've been wanting to do that. To see what they're made of. Since we got a log entry recently that Viking effigies came to life and acted like real sentinels. That was a weird one. Cool. Now to send off more missions. Okay. Trevor's going off to try to see the drone on his game. Yeah. All right. Let's do the ones that have two types first, or have two of that one. Wait. Okay, discovery. So I can use industrial, since there's no industrial one today. Industrial and support. Hope that'll be okay. It's a lot of fuel. I guess it's a pretty long mission. And then the other trade. I'm here still. Do you get them new items every time you do them freighters? I said every time you do a freighter dungeon, you have a chance to get the base building parts from the blue crates when you open them. So yes, that still is the case, because that was just added in the last patch we got. Okay. Alright. We'll do the combat. One, two, three, 4, and support. And discovery. Exploration. Wait. Yeah, I have 6 exploration. Okay. It's a good thing I got a bunch more fuel, because these ones are like really long missions, taking a lot of fuel up. But that means more loot. Cool. Alright, we got that done. Let's see, I built all the stuff. I need 10,000 nanites to upgrade my ship, so we probably won't get that today. Probably tomorrow. Almost definitely tomorrow I'll be upgrading this ship. Once I get... I was just saving real quick. I'm gonna warp and we'll go do another dungeon. Okay, yeah. Oh, yep, I knew I was getting close. Is that a yellow star? That's gotta be a red star. Red stars are bigger usually. Here we go. I'll be right back, one sec. Oh. Trevor said, oh, it now just pop up. That's cool, drone. I'm pretty sure it was always there. I think you just didn't notice it, but who knows. Okay. Off to do another dungeon. Ooh, nice. I put my fleet really close to the space station this time. I like that. Whoops, whoops. Let go of the jump a little too soon. Okay. I love his face coloring. Alright. Here we go. Okay, 1 second before I start. Okay. The Irish Explorer? That's so funny. The word Irish came up. The Irish Explorer. That's so funny. How did it come up with the word Irish? I don't think it's just a word, because everything else is like gobbledygook procedural words. I think what they do is they have certain, what's the term? Why do I always forget words when I'm talking publicly? Syllables. They have certain syllables that the game mixes and matches for the procedural names. So somehow it came up with Irish. That's funny. So we got another big laboratory, excuse me, dungeon. I really wish that these things were good for something. They're very cool looking, but they don't do anything. It'd be really cool if it was these were like a teaser for a future device that we're going to get for our bases that do something. I would love it if we got some kind of, I don't know, freezer. Like if this is some kind of quick freeze device. There's like new items that you have to freeze to create. Freeze something to create something. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry I don't read those anymore, but they're just too repetitive. That specific type, I mean. There's some types I still like. See, that's the way forward. I'm glad they marked the doors so that I can instantly tell what is a dead end and what isn't. Darn it. I can shoot that to get it out of my way. Yeah, the Irish Explorer. Funny name. I guess... I forget, is Sean Murray... I know he grew up in Australia, but wasn't he Irish or was he Scottish? I know he lives in the UK now. I think he's Irish, right? He's Irish in descent. But he doesn't really have an Irish accent because he grew up in Australia and now lives in the UK. One more scan, make sure I didn't miss anything. Pretty sure I read this. Yeah, these laboratories don't have much in them usually. Unfortunately. Oh, we have biological. Been a couple days since I got biological. Oh, I'm on the wrong weapon. There's one more, there you are. That was cool, I shot the tube too. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop reading logs more and more. They're just not that interesting to me anymore. I occasionally find unique stuff, but it's just... I've read too many of them at this point. Gotta not read them to keep my sanity. Darn it. I like how they give themselves away by shooting at me. What? Another one shot at me. I thought there was only one left. Oh, should never have allowed them on board. Nothing but holograms and whispers. We can't contain it much longer. It's right outside the... Got the credentials. Where is it? Ah, sneaky little... Alright. My God. I'm not hitting anything. Come on. There we go. When I'm playing this game on mobile, remote play, I have to run past the critters. They're too hard to hit with touchscreen controls. What? Oh, mobile remote play? Is that on PC? That's cool. Yeah, I'm surprised Google Stadia hasn't gotten Hello Games to get No Man's Sky on there. The problem with Google Stadia, it's pretty much failing. They just don't have enough games. The only way for a game streaming service to work, or really any streaming service, is to have a really large library of stuff. The reason Netflix and Disney Plus and Xbox streaming and to some degree PlayStation Now are successful is because they have really large libraries of games. But Google Stadia started with like 2 games, And as far as I know, they haven't greatly increased their library, so that is one of the main reasons they haven't done well. You can use PS4 Remote Play to play No Man's Sky on your phone. Oh, cool. That's neat. Not sure why I got off on a streaming tangent from that. Captain's orders, but I don't understand. It can't be trusted. There's no... I can hear them. I can hear the... It's too bad I don't have base building parts to look forward to anymore. Already got them all. Oh well. Central Laboratory. I think I'll get rid of all the nests before I start getting loot. Pretty cool, a laboratory that has all these biological things in them. Makes the most sense that these would have grown in a lab and escaped. Gonna resist the urge to... Whoa, that was creepy. Resist the urge to collect loot yet and just get all the nests done. Oh man, there's a lot left. Must have triggered another nest somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and do this room though. Oh, nothing. Just tubes. Hi, Daniel Hipley. Hello, everyone. I have all tech for my S-Class freighter now. Warp drive freighter tech is 6395 light years. Nice. I got all the base building parts today. There they are. They're all over there for some reason. I must have hit a nest way over there on accident. Grr. Where are they? Whoop. Ooh, that was a nice quick aim. Ah. That one wasn't so good. Cool. Almost done with the nests. I like shooting the slime when they're standing on it. Cool. Alright, now let's collect all the loot. So I think we're done with nests. Oop, I knew there was one left. Hiding out there. The Irish explorer. So what did he do? He was confined to the brig for failure to report to duty. 10 days. Huh. Like earlier somebody broke curfew and they got 86 days, but this guy didn't report to duty and he only got 10 days. But, you know, of course, different groups have different policies on how much they... It's all just procedural numbers, of course. I guess there's some rationale as to why there's different severity of punishments in different freighters. Quasi-biological structure, perform gravity analysis, do not repeat experiment. Okay. I think we're pretty much done now. For all the nests I had to destroy, there really wasn't enough loot to make it worth it, but oh well. Still better than 3-year sentence for screaming, yeah. Oh, I missed the terminal, didn't I? Or is it... No, I think the terminal is in the next room. Yeah, okay. Man, it took a while to get to the first terminal. Wait, is this... Yeah, records terminal. This is the first one. So many nests to go through. Let's just go ahead and get this over with. I really wish there was a way to skip all that text. There's no reason for it to have to, where you have to just like, you know, either spam the button or hold the button to wait through all that text that has no purpose, but whatever. Oops, hit another nest. They're everywhere! Got him. Oh, another nest. Oh man, it'd be cool if these nests were on planet surfaces. It would make sense. I know I've talked about abandoned buildings having them, but it would also be cool if there were like whole planets. I've talked about this a long time ago. I've said it would be cool if there were like diseased planets where the whole planet has been covered with the goo from abandoned buildings. But now we have these. It would be even cooler if we had entire planets where there are nests all over the place. And, you know, you can fight biological horrors everywhere. I really think that that might be coming someday. If there's more of a narrative of a evil that's growing in the universe, that eventually we would get whole planets that have been taken over by this stuff, and it has biological horrors everywhere. Unauthorized airlock use, 83 days. Yep, that would be cool. Like you were probably supposed to find specific things in specific rooms? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. They probably cut the content for the security terminals. There's not, you know, as much interactivity with them than there should have been. Be really cool if they add another major storyline and one of the missions, like say it was like a new Atlas Rises storyline, but in one of the missions you were required to do a derelict freighter, and you know there was, you know, lore related to the big story that you're doing. So doing the derelict freighter was a part of the big story. I really wish they had done that for weekly missions. Like right after they added derelict freighters, they should have changed it so that some of the weekly missions were doing derelict freighters instead of just always doing the stupid collect 3 knowledge stones, go through the portal, go to the location, collect 16 or so of an item, and then you're done. The same exact pattern every single time. Adding procedural dungeons to the weekly missions would have made them so much cooler. Really wish they had done that. Oh well. It's looking like the current weekly mission storyline is going to end in September. I'm hoping they'll drop that series for good. It's been going on since the Beyond update. I really hope they're just going to be completely done with the current version of it, where you go through a portal and do the same exact thing every time. Of course, then they'll probably just do a new series where you do a different thing every single week. But at least it'll be something different than what we've been doing for a year with the weekly missions. Where is it? There you are. Back in the Next era, we used to have a different thing to do every week. I mean, those missions weren't perfect, but at least it was something different. I don't even know if it was weekly back then. Was it? I think it was. Yeah, we had weekly missions back in the Next era. And yeah, they were completely varied. I mean, you always did one thing, which was usually collecting something, but at least it was always different. It wasn't always... I guess in a way it was kind of the same, but we got like special unique things. Like I remember the first mission in the next era was like we had to collect hexite from animal poop. It was a new item that didn't exist before. I guess that's probably why they stopped doing that, because it takes a lot of extra programming to add unique items to the game for the weekly missions. But yeah, I guess the pattern of those missions was basically Nada or Polo contacts you in space and tells you to do the mission, and then you collected a certain amount of an item throughout the week and you earned Quicksilver every time you turned them in and stuff. But I kind of liked that better than the current do the mission, go through the portal, finish it, and then you're done for the week. Back then it was like it was something you could do all week. Like all week you could collect creature poop to get hexite and turn it in for Quicksilver until you reached a certain cap. You were capped to how much you could collect, but you could collect it throughout the week. Now it's just one mission you do on Friday or sometime over the weekend, and then you're done. It's just one and done now, instead of an event that you get to do throughout the entire week. Anyway, I need to stop complaining so much. Yeah, the hexite missions. Those were cool. Better than the current ones. I hope they'll reimagine the weekly missions after this current storyline. Addendum. Large personal food supply. Where from? Ooh, could it be cannibalism? That would be funny. Of course, he didn't say anything about crew members disappearing. Almost got all the nests. Sure. There we go. Okay. Oh, I missed something back here. And I didn't do this yet. Yeah, secure mainframe. Ow! My eye irritated. What to say about the specimen? It came from a private collector. Whoa, this is new! I'm pretty sure I've never heard this one. What to say about the specimen? It came from a private collector, a part of some family for centuries. We had only to feed it once a year. Oh no, that sounds... Oh my gosh, is this a copy off of Gremlins? It didn't need light or water. Oh my gosh. This is this plot of Gremlins. Only feed them... Don't feed them after midnight. Light and water are bad for them. All it needed was conversation, though it showed no signs of understanding. We have been commanded to sell it. There are many ways to profit from a life form. Exploit its labor, consume it, process it for chemicals. Other creatures are purely for entertainment. This is kind of creepy. This entity, it is none of them. It doesn't move. It doesn't sing or dance or bleed. It just listens. All it took was ignoring it. All it took was a month alone in that room in the cold and dark until we found its value. This is a really creepy entry. The creature has laid an egg. Even as I record this log, the crew prepare to cut it open. So it's not quite like Gremlins. It doesn't reproduce when you get it wet or anything. But when you ignore it, it lays an egg. Interesting. So when you talk to it and give it attention, it doesn't do anything. But if you leave it alone, it eventually lays an egg. So I wonder if this... Wow, so I was wrong. There were captain's logs that I was missing. That's cool. Somebody said something about these dungeons changing as you get closer to the center of the galaxy. Does anybody know about that? Is that true? That would be cool if I was like unlocking new captain's logs as I got closer to the center of the galaxy. Well, that's pretty cool. That could be the story of how these infestations happen. They pick up a specimen. In fact, maybe these are the specimens it's talking about. It's a specimen that doesn't move or anything, but if you leave it alone, it eventually starts laying eggs. Who knows? That was cool. I like that entry. 1 second. Oh, aw dang it. That's the lore on the Hakus. I was hoping you wouldn't catch it first if you ever run the Hakus. What? What's the Hakus? Was that just the procedural name of a dungeon you did? Whoa, what? This is a dead end. Whoa, cool. It's a whole big room with beds and stuff. Only a couple times have I gotten larger rooms for dead ends. This is really weird. I like it. But yeah, maybe that was just the last captain's log that I was missing. Sorry, last captain's log that I was missing. 0 others present. Biometric readouts indicate consciousness erased. No further life signs. That's the S-class derelict I got in reserve if you ever want it. Oh, okay. No, I don't. It's nice of you to offer, but I don't want to go straight to S-class freighter and stuff. That makes me wonder, though, if this is an S-class freighter. That would be interesting. Do you think maybe the log entry is determined? No, I don't think so. Determined by what class of tech it is? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Hi, Magic Within. Okay, last room, I think. Yeah. Cool. Ground crew, find unusual seeds, perform genetic analysis, results unpredictable, additional samples required. Just came back from work, my legs are killing me. Okay. Do you have to stand a lot at your work? Or run or walk? My feet usually hurt after work because I have to my feet hurt a lot after work because I have to walk a lot usually. But of course I haven't been working for several months. Finally going back in a couple weeks. Cool. Looks like we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get bulkhead. I'm not gonna check if this is a S-class. I walked back and forth in the sun with a mask on. Oh. Sounds pretty tough. I'm lucky I'm almost always inside at my job, because I work at a school. Oh man. Getting sweat in your eyes is no good. What? Is this just a trader? Yeah. A Viking. Why is a Viking saying a Viking? Ah, dang it. I never have the metal plating for these guys, and it doesn't let you craft them. You know what? I'm going to craft 5 metal plates in here so that I can help those guys anytime that happens. Hopefully I won't accidentally sell them. I'll try not to. Dang it. Shouldn't have stopped that soon. Don't know why I did. All right. Ooh, sorry. Sell, good. Can sell everything here. Oh man, what? That's all the loot I got? I got hardly anything. Jeez. Why so little loot? Weird. Man. Oh well. Looks like I don't have any nanite stuff to sell. Oh yeah. Guess I'll convert the living slime for nanites. Hi, Daniel King. Dang it, no anniversary update. I was hoping for one since Next and Beyond came out on the 14th. Kind of bummed out. No, I never thought there was going to be an anniversary update, which there never really has been. There's never been an update right on the anniversary. And considering we got an update a month before the anniversary, I knew we weren't going to get another one already. I think we're going to get an update in September, but not that soon after a content update like Desolation. Alright. Time to go use the cargo bulkhead. Hi, Thunder. Hi, Mac Buddy. Hope you're good. Daniel King told ya and others there be no anniversary update. I think September based on the data mined weekend mission stuff. Yeah, I think it's September too. I've got enough content left with the Desolation update to last at least until the end of August. Then I'll probably take a break until we get probably an update in September. Additional storage. Alright, so tomorrow we'll be going to a new section. Not sure exactly which section we'll start on the storage space, but next time we'll get 2 more bulkheads, so it will continue to another section, I'm pretty sure. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode. Like I said earlier, I finished getting all the base parts, so that's pretty awesome. And we will continue with improving my freighter some more with stuff from Derelict Freighters in the next video. Magic Within said, if Hello Games were to release an update on my birthday, September 27th, I'd be so happy. Thunder said, same Mac, I am playing Elite Dangerous a lot recently and loving getting back into it. Been playing for years, plenty of other games around to play. Catherine Hubbard says, thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Daniel King, oh well, all good. I started my first permadeath save and loving it. Thunder says, missed it. Cheers, always, Mac. Take care. Cool. Alright, so that does it for this episode. I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything's going to be okay.